more metric conversions, but this time we're doing it with mass and capacity instead of with length. But it's the exact same process, okay? And this time, instead of drawing my chart up here, which you can do if that helps you, remember it's the King Henry died Monday drinking chocolate milk. And this time, instead of the M at the end, you change it to the G, and where the Monday is, that would be a G. And if you have questions about that, just message me. I can type it out for you and show you, okay? But this time, I just wrote up here the conversions that are in your big ideas that I also attached to your instructions, okay? So we're going to start with the grams. So that's these over here, okay? So I'm changing 8 grams into milligrams. Well, here I have 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. So 8 grams, I'm going to take 8 because 1 gram equals 1,000. So 8 grams times 1,000 is going to give me 8,000. So this one's going to be 8,000 milligrams. And again, like yesterday, I copied down the exact same type of problems that you're going to have on today's homework. I just changed the numbers on it, but these are the exact same type of problems. So if you want to copy these down and do them with me as I'm doing them, it's going to help you on today's homework, which I am planning on grading. So please give me your best. Okay. Here I've got another grams, but this time I'm changing it to kilograms. Okay, so 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. Well, that means that kilograms are smaller. That number here on the kilogram side is smaller. Kilograms are actually bigger, but my number on my kilogram side is smaller than the number on my gram side. So that means my answer here is going to have to be smaller than 25. If I want to make it smaller, I'm going to divide. So this one, I'm going to take 25, and I'm just flipping this. So I'm dividing by 1,000. Okay, so I'm taking 25 divided by 1,000. So if you write that out, okay, 25, if I do that here, 25 divided by 1,000, well, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to add a decimal and zeros till I have this 2 in the thousands place. So that'd be 250. There would be 2,500. So I'm going to put a 2 here. And if you need to do all the division and put your 0 and subtract and keep going down, you can do that. Okay, so this would be 2,000. Oops, what am I doing? 5, 0. 0. 1,000 does not go into 500, so attach another 0. Okay, so that is 5,000. So this is 25 thousandths. Notice, since I'm not multiplying it times 1,000, I'm dividing it by 1,000. I have 25 thousandths and ended in the thousandths place. Okay, so 25 thousandths. Okay. This time I'm changing milligrams into kilograms. Well, I don't have any up here that are milligrams into kilograms, but I can change milligrams into grams by dividing by 1,000. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to divide it by 1,000. And if I divide it by 1,000, basically I just take these 3 zeros off. So I have 720. And now to change it from grams to kilograms, I'm going to divide it by 1,000 again. Okay, this time I'm going to go ahead and write it out because I don't have 1,000. And I'm going to run out of room here. I can see. Trying to save paper, guys, because I'm trying to get all our lessons in here using this paper. Okay. So 72 thousandths. And guys, if you go into, or hundredths, I'm sorry, 72 hundredths. If you guys go into Big Ideas, you can go in and watch videos that will take you through this step by step as well. Okay, so there's this video, but then there's also videos in Big Ideas that you can watch if you're struggling. Okay, this time I'm going to change kilograms into milligrams. Basically, I divided by 1,000 2 times. Because 1,000 times 1,000 makes a million. So I'm going to divide by 1 million. Okay? So, or multiply. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so confused. Okay. So I am going to, 1,000 times 1,000 makes a million. So I am going to multiply this times 1 million. So if I take this, or you can take it times 1,000 each time. Okay, if I take this, because what I'm doing is I'm changing from kilograms to milligrams. So this times 1,000 is going to get me my answer in grams. So if I take this times 1,000, okay, basically I have 3, 5, 3, 8, and 3 zeros, but I have 3 digits behind a decimal point. Okay, so I have 538. So that's grams. I want to change it to milligrams, so I have to take it times another 1,000. So if I take 58, or 50, I keep saying 58, 538 times 1,000, I'll have 538,000. Okay, so 538,000 milligrams. Okay, now let's switch over to milliliters and liters. It's the exact same thing. I just changed the letters on my label. Okay, so 800 milliliters equals liters. So since 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters, since I'm going from milliliters to liters, I'm dividing instead of multiplying. So I'm going to divide 800 by 1,000, which I cannot do. So I'm going to have to attach a decimal and a 0. And that works. So 8/10. Okay. This time I'm going from 4 liters to blank milliliters. That's pretty easy. 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. 4 liters will equal 4,000 milliliters. I'm just multiplying times 1,000. Okay, same thing here. Going from liters to milliliters, I'm just multiplying times 1,000. So I'm going to take this 96 hundredths times 1,000. Okay, so when I do that, and I need 2 digits behind a decimal point, so it ends up being 960. So 960 milliliters. Okay. Let's go ahead and skip down here. Let's do another liters to milliliters, because that one's multiplying. Going from liters to milliliters is always multiplying. Going from milliliters to liters is dividing. So liters to milliliters, I'm multiplying times 1,000. So I'm going to take this 8 4/10 times 1,000. Okay. I have 1 digit behind the decimal point. 1 digit behind the decimal point, so 8,400. So this one down here is 8,400 milliliters. Okay, this one, milliliters to liters, divide by 1,000. So 27, let's see if I have enough room here. 27 divided by 1,000. I cannot do that. I have to have enough zeros that this 2 is going to end up in the thousands place. So decimal, if I add 2 zeros there, then that would be like 2,700. So decimal, make sure I got my zeros here. Okay, so there's my 2,000. I'm going to be left with 700. I can't have a remainder, so another 0. Bring it down. 700. So this would be 27 thousandths. Again, if you are confused, message me. I am more than happy to help you. Okay? So going from liters to milliliters multiply times 1,000. If you need to write this down, write it down. Going from milliliters to liters, divide by 1,000. If you're going from grams to milligrams, multiply by 1,000. If you're going from milligrams to grams, divide by 1,000. Kilograms to grams, multiply by 1,000. Grams to kilograms, divide by 1,000. Okay? Like I said, if you copy down the problems we did here, you're going to find they are exactly like the problems you have in today's homework. The only difference is I just changed the numbers. So instead of 800, it might be 700 instead, okay? Instead of 25 grams, it might be 83 grams, okay? All I did was change the numbers, and they're even in the same order, guys, that they are on today's homework. So use this to help you. Message me if you have questions.